guys, welcome back. So today's video I'm going to be showing you guys some material that I printed out for my fundamentals lab slash clinical. And okay, so as you guys can see here, I have my skills checklist and I have a portfolio. Over here I have my syllabus for lab and my syllabus for lecture. So if any of you guys were wondering, I'm moving on to my second semester of nursing school out of 8 semesters. I am in a part-time program, if any of you guys were wondering. And this semester I am going to be taking fundamentals, clinical, lecture, and lab. So it's a total of basically 6 credits and it's one class. So I wanted to show you guys all my little paperwork and stuff like that. I am starting fundamentals this week, and once I get more clarification regarding how lab and clinical is going to work for me, I'll update you guys and let you guys know. I really do not want to say so much regarding lab and clinical just because I'm not 100% sure of how those classes are going to work for me right now. But I'll just show you guys some material that I printed out and stuff like that. So let's get to it. So as you guys can see here, this is my syllabus. I always print out my syllabus. I know a lot of people will probably be like, oh my god, you're wasting so much paper. You can just print it and you can just download it and save it to your laptop. But personally, that's not me. I do not really like going to my laptop, finding it, just like to have it right in front of me. If I need to just pull it out, I have it. I won't have to be looking for it. I'm hoping you guys do not mind the noise in the background. But this is my syllabus for fundamentals. As you guys can see here, our instructor did I know I'm starting already at week 4 just because the first 3 weeks, the first 2 weeks they are in the front page, and I'm not going to show the front page because they have my school's logo and stuff like that. So as you guys can see here, our instructor, she has it by weeks, what readings we have to do, and these are the readings that we have to do for this week. Then what is going to be due, like if you have any ATIs that we have to do, and then any math problems that we have to do. If you have any exams, any quizzes, stuff like that. I think you guys are familiar with quizzes and stuff like that. But this is how it looks like. And then this is like the end of the semester. Basically, we are going to be taking a ATI proctored exam. I don't know if you guys are familiar with ATI proctors, but basically ATI proctors are exams that you take at the end of every semester, and you have to get like a certain level in order for you to move on to your next class. I'm guessing we have to get a level 2 or 3 in order to pass. But if we do get like a level 1 or below a level 1, we do have a chance to retake it, as you guys can see here. And then we have our final exam on August 9th. And then our ATI proctor, we are going to be taking it online. Basically, for this whole entire semester, fundamentals lecture is going to be online, from what the instructor was telling us when I was watching her videos last week, since she did give us a brief review of what she expects from us, what was required. She went over the syllabus and stuff like that, just to save time. And then I have my syllabus for clinical. I do have my syllabus for lab, not clinical. And as you guys can see here, this is like our routine. We have to wake up every Friday mornings to attend a lecture. Basically, our instructors are going to be going over whatever we're going to be learning in lab that day. If you have any questions, it's going to be from 7 to 8 in the morning. And then we arrive to our destination. We have to submit our ATIs by 7 o'clock, not by 9 o'clock a.m. It's 7 o'clock. I just checked right now on Canvas. If you want to attend open lab, you have to sign up. This is my syllabus for lab, and I'm covering up my instructors' names. So as you guys can see here, this is the first week of the semester, and as you guys can see here, we have the mandatory lecture from 7 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning. And then we're going to be going over this week infection control and vital signs. And then as you guys can see here, the page numbers, any ATIs that we have to do this week. And then how it basically goes over. Every week is going to be different. Next week we're going to be going over activity, mobility, restraints, oxygenation, and basically ATIs. We have an ATI due every week. That's basically my syllabus. It's just a repetition of, like, you know, what we're going to be going over. We are going to have skills check-offs. You know, I'll talk more about that, you know, once I get more clarification from my instructor on Thursday. And then this is our skills check-off. I don't know if you guys have been watching me ever since, you know, I was doing clinicals for the CNA program. You had a skills check-off. So this, like, you know, kind of reminds me of CNA, just because, you know, you have to get the date that it's completed, your initials, any comments that the instructor made, and stuff like that. So it's a total of 6 pages. I'm not going to show like the first page just because, you know, it has my school's logo on it. And as you guys can see here, these are some skills check-offs that, you know, this is basically for the whole entire semesters of nursing school. I'm guessing we have to turn this in. I'm not 100% sure, but, you know, I just printed it out. As you guys can see here, mixing medications from 2 vials, administering subcutaneous injections, intramuscular injections, Z-track, intradermal injections, performing vein puncture, administering IV fluids. As you guys can see, here's more. But yeah, you guys kind of, you know, got an idea of it. And we have a portfolio. So you guys, this is a portfolio that we have to turn in once we're about to graduate from nursing school. You know, it is super long. It was like around 20 pages. And I know I didn't know if I should have printed it, you know, back and front. But, you know, it kind of, you know, makes sense, like, you know, what we're doing, like vital signs, sepsis, and basic care. So I know we're going to be doing this in clinical, and then we're going to be doing all of this in lab, but I don't know how that's going to work. But, you know, our instructors are going to be checking it off to when we did it, what level we are, what day we completed it. And, you know, I am going to be putting all of this portfolio, like, you know, in a nice folder, so, like, you know, it won't get ugly, just because, you know, I do have to maintain this for the rest of my nursing school journey, and just because, you know, I do have to turn it in. And if we do end up, like, you know, losing it or whatever, we do have to redo everything and get the initials. So that is all my syllabus and stuff like that. I did decide to write down all my due dates, and as you guys can see here, compared to last semester, I don't know if you guys have been watching me ever since I started my first semester of nursing school, but this was my first semester of nursing school. I'm just gonna go back and, you know, show you guys. I was taking 3 classes, and this is what it looked like for me, like, you know, pretty packed. And then versus this semester, this is the month of June, so there's not really, you know, that much going on, just because, you know, it is 1 class, and I feel like that is a good thing. But I have heard that this class is really hard, so I'm glad that I am taking this class by itself. And there's not really, you know, that much required in my lecture class, upside, you know, quizzes. We do have to do some dosage and calculation problems, homework that we have to turn in every week. And then, of course, we do have ATIs due every week. As you guys can see here, like, there's not really that much, you know, going on. They really didn't provide us with the month of July just yet. It was just June and the month of May that I'm going to show you guys right here. So this is how my first 3 weeks of nursing schools are going to look like. I put the chapters that we're going to be going over, and then I wrote down all the ATIs. I don't have nothing for Saturday yet because I do not know so much anything about clinical yet. I do have my first quiz at the end of the month, and that's pretty much it on my, you know, planner and stuff like that. I am going, you know, I was writing down some dates for, you know, for me to hang these up on my wall. I do like to, you know, have wall calendars on my wall, and I do like to have planner calendars too, you know, just, you know, I have all my due dates here, all the assignments that I have to do. I wrote them down here, as you guys can see, and then mostly more on my planner. I wrote down all the chapters that are going to be gone over, versus this one is just my assignments, just so, you know, I can glance over it. I will be linking down these printable calendars for you, for any of you guys, you know, that were wondering and stuff like that. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna, you know, finish getting organize all of this lovely information, print out to anything that I do have to print out for the semester, and I'll see you guys in my next clip. So I wanted to show you guys my cute little binder covers that I just did on Microsoft Word. I feel like anybody can, you know, do these covers. I was like literally, you guys, looking on Pinterest for binder covers, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to look up some aesthetic backgrounds, and, you know, just to copy and paste it to Microsoft Word, add a little text box, and then, you know, go to thefont.com and download some cute fonts. And that's basically what I did. And finding a background, but it would not let me, you know, download it and stuff like that because it was PDF form. So I basically, you know, like how I said, I found aesthetic backgrounds, and I feel like that anybody can do that. Like, you can look up and find a background of your choice. I just found that one. I just picked that one just because, you know, it was easier and it wasn't really, you know, too much color. And if any of you guys were wondering, the font that I use is called Chicken Pie. You can find this on the website, thefont.com. I'll be linking it down the website for any of you guys that are interested. And basically, I do have the template right here. So if any of you guys are interested in this template, let me know. And I'll probably, you know, have it for you guys so you guys can, you know, download it and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is going to be my binder for lab and clinical, and this is the one you're going to be taking. I already organized it. You guys can see here I already have some dividers. I do reuse my dividers and stuff like that. I've had these dividers for a couple years now, so but I feel like now once I started nursing school, I do use them more. And as you guys can see here, I have my dividers, and I did end up putting my portfolio and my skills checklist in these plastic protector sheets. And, you know, I did waste a lot of them, but, you know, they are back in front, and, you know, if I do need my instructor to sign me off something, then, you know, I can just pull it out and put it back in. But yeah, that is how my binder is going to look like. I do not have nothing printed yet because I'm guessing they're supposed to be giving us some stuff once we go to class. So this is how my binder you know, looks like. And also I am going to be having a binder for lecture, just in case, you know, I do want to print out my lecture notes or stuff like that. Any notes that I do, I'm going to be handwriting my notes. So I did end up doing one. This is for, you know, lecture. And then I did end up receiving my textbook for the semester. So this is a textbook that I'm going to be using for the semester. I was trying to find this ebook online, but I could just not find it, just because I do not think that this book was going to arrive on time, because Amazon was telling me that it wasn't going to arrive till Friday, and my class starts on Thursday, so I have to get, you know, reading and doing notes. You know, that is my goal. I really like the technique that I did for pharmacology, where I did my notes first, then I went into lecture, and, you know, I feel like I understood the material more. So that's what I'm going to be doing for fundamentals. And also, I did end up buying more mid-liner highlighters. I don't know if you guys are familiar with mid-liners, with these type of highlighters, not mid-liners, but that's what they're called. This is from the brand Zebra, and basically I really love them just because, you know, it has this type of, you know, tip, and then it has the fine tip. So this is like the bold tip, and then this right here is the fine tip, which I use more when it comes to writing my notes, and I use the bold tip when I am highlighting. So I really like these highlighters. I did end up you know, buying more. I already had 5 sheets because I had gotten them at Walgreens when they were on sale for like $3, and then I was just like, you know what, I really like them. I like that they do not you know, bleed through the paper.